Hello, my name is Amalia Espinosa, and the topic of my research is bilingualism and slang. My topic, bilingualism and slang. And basically, in my research, I investigated what slang college students use, what is it defined, and tried to determine if the slang within the younger generations, being Generation Z, if they're able to understand or identify any of this college slang used by millennials when they were in college, and to see if bilingualism has any impact on how they can understand either both Spanish and English slang. Basically, because the students here in the Rio Grande Valley, they usually have a more propensity to be able to speak both English and Spanish, which allows them to understand slang in Spanish and English. And so that is basically the topics of my research. And the reason I chose this topic, why, as to why did I choose this topic, it's because slang fascinates me and how it has an impact on people's lives and how certain slang can form a common topic in which people can and even other generations can use and practice when communicating with one another, and how slang can be used by people with different backgrounds and differences, and how it can connect people. And also, I think that seeing certain slang withstand the trial of time is quite fascinating, especially in an ever-changing society that we are currently living. Having words trying to stay relevant within the society that is changing is quite remarkable. And basically, my hypothesis for this research is that the slang in question has has not so much changed, but rather stayed fairly similar. And so certain slang terms used by millennials in college can still be identified or recognized by Generation Z, and that bilingualism does have an effect on slang a person chooses to use, depending on what is the language that they know of. In particular, I will be looking if Spanish slang with Spanish speaking college students will be relevant in their daily use. And basically, the terminology in my research revolves around the use of slang. And basically, slang is described as and defined as a type of language that pertains to words and phrases that are informal and are more common in speech than in writing. Typically, it can be understood that in a particular context or of a certain group of people, these words would have the same meaning, or they would be easily to be understood by the people in the group. And college slang, I got this terminology from the journal taken from the article named College Slang, Revised and Language Culture of Undergraduate Life. And basically, this article college slang was defined as oral information, highly expressive language that is created and used primarily by students part of the undergraduate life. And the last term that I need to define is bilingualism, which is the occurrence of speaking or understanding two or more languages. The particular methodology that I would be using during this research project was looking at peer-reviewed articles of where this research has already been done, where researchers have looked into a certain school. In specific, they looked at a Kansas university, and this was back in the 1916, I believe, was the last recorded actual attempt at trying to see the college slang students were using. And this and looking at this and also with the survey, and the results show that based on the research done and the articles, there needs to be more updated research. Along with that, college slang could be also seen as American slang. Possible consequences would be that people would want to limit the exposure the younger generations have with the technology and the internet, as to see if future slang will be appropriate for the generations. Thank you.